Hello, CBS family. I am not able to be with you today on this All Europe Training Day, Booklet 2A. I give you greetings from Serbia, where I am this week in between the two conferences in the south and in the north on this coming Saturday when you guys are meeting. The training team had asked me to share a little bit about this simplified and shorter wrap-up. One lady from Novi Sad in northern Serbia called me one day and said, Margreet, it is really hard for some groups to do the complete wrap-up. These are busy moms, people working full-time, having full lives, and then to be able to do a teaching that is lengthy and deeper is just really hard for them every week. So I've come up with a solution. What if they answer 3 questions? What from the passage most impacted you, or what do you think is most important for you this time? Secondly, how are you going to apply this into your own life? And thirdly, how can you share this with the group in a memorable way? And then you get extra credit if you do like a central idea, like a short slogan, a biblical principle that is memorable for everyone. And I said, well, that's a really good idea. I think I will try to try this one time in my group. So last year, October, it was super busy and stressful time for everybody in my CBS group that's been going on for 21 years and has had a longer, lengthy wrap-up every week. And I said, well, if nobody wants to do the wrap-up, how about we try these 3 questions? Who in the group would like to do the 3 questions extra? And everybody said, can we just all try to do this? And I said, sure, but then all of you have to think about this. And they said, no, that's fine, no problem. So I said, okay, then we'll do that. That week, the next week, 4 people had a short wrap-up, and they were all super practical and super amazing. I could not believe they could do it that good. For the next week, I said, so who wants to do the wrap-up next week? And again, nobody. They said, can we please do those 3 questions again? And I said, well, okay. For 6 months, we did the 3 questions, and it was amazing how deep the teaching was every single week. Sometimes 3 people shared, sometimes 6 people shared, but every time there was somebody who shared. Sometimes it was a song, sometimes it was a deeper insight into the scripture, but always super practical. And it reminded me about the Bible verse where it says that everyone shares something, a song, a spiritual song, a hymn, or a teaching. And this way, everybody is involved. So after 6 months, I evaluated with the team, with my group, and they came out with 6+ points at why CBS, the 3 questions, is so good for them. And this is what they said. Number 1, it simplifies it for us. We don't have to have a long teaching. It's just much easier for all of us to do. It gives us courage. If we are able to share just a short little bit, we are also able to do a long little bit maybe the next time. And it is true, in my Bible study group, there is an exchange of people. So one week 4 people will do it, the next time 4 different people may do it. So you get more courage, it simplifies it. It is less stress for the person who is sharing. So we just go around the group and we say, so who has something to share? And if you don't have anything, that's okay too. But it really is not stress for one person. I was always, actually, to be honest, for 20 years, I was very stressed to have to do the wrap-up. And then they said, everybody is involved. All of us used to just close our book and say, so we will see how Margreet or Nell or Caroline or Hanneke is going to entertain us with a nice little wrap-up. Now we are forced to continue to think about it, and we meditate more on the piece of scripture that we have already answered the questions about. And this was also very significant. the teaching becomes more caring for the group. They are shepherding the Bible study people, participants. How? I was a little surprised that they said this, and they said, because we are forced to think what God is doing in this passage in our lives, we are forced to think about how we can share this in a memorable way with the people in our group, and to let them all understand the application that is happening in our lives, and perhaps the Lord may do in their lives. So we are actually shepherding each other. And I thought that was super, super powerful. So you get more courage. It is less stress. Let me check again. You get more courage. It simplifies it. Less stress. Everybody is involved. It is more practical for everyone and more applicable, and more shepherding happens in the group. I hope that you will try this sometime. If you have done no wrap-up, it is a time to maybe do the shorter wrap-up. I also still recommend the longer wrap-up. That's also really amazing. But if you don't have wrap-up, try this. Bye.